In the year after this radical prime minister granted the decriminalization of crack, heroin, and other hard drugs in parks and hospitals, 2,500 people died.
Clinton Jaws. Today, during question period in the House, Pierre Poilievre swears. He says a word that is considered a swear. You're not allowed to say it. I'm going to show it to you. They're debating drugs. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm going to tell you. In British Columbia, it's legal to do meth, coke, heroin. You're allowed to do it. Not only that, you're allowed to do it basically wherever you want. On a beach, walking down the street, inside a hospital. Nurses have to deal with these people that are methed out. It's dangerous. Because it's legal, the cops can't do anything about it. They show up, they can't even arrest them. They don't have powers of arrest. This is how insane our government is in British Columbia.
After 9 years, this prime minister is not worth the drugs, disorder, death, and destruction. In May of 2022, he granted the BC NDP government's request for a criminal code exemption to allow crack, meth, heroin, and fentanyl use.
Shame.
And let me tell you something. BC just broke a record on overdoses. That's something to be proud of. Really working.
In parks. Coffee shops, hospitals, beaches. Overdose deaths since exploded to a record-smashing 2,500 lost lives. The BC NDP government has reversed course and asked the federal government to recriminalize some hard drugs. Why won't this prime minister recriminalize these deaths?
The Honourable Minister for Mental Health and Addictions.
Mr. Speaker, on this side of the House, we answered the call of the BC government when they requested the exemption on decriminalization of personal possession of certain illicit drugs. Mr. Speaker, what is driving this overdose crisis is the illegal drug supply. Every life lost is a tragedy. I met with Minister Whiteside this past Friday. We are reviewing their exemption request. Mr. Speaker, we have a clear lens on public health and public safety because we have a plan. They do not.
Yeah, it's a great plan you got there.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
She's wasting time while people are dying. In the year after this radical prime minister granted the decriminalization of crack, heroin, and other hard drugs in parks and hospitals, 2,500 people died. The overdose death in the 9 years of this prime minister have tripled to the fastest rising of the 11 countries studied by the Commonwealth Fund. Nurses are afraid to go to work because they have to put up with addicts using meth, crack, and weapons in their hospital room. Even nurses are having to give up on breastfeeding because they're worried their kids will be contaminated with the drugs they breathed in. What the hell are they thinking over there?
Love it. Idiot sticks.
The Honourable Member, as a long-time member of this House, I'll just ask him to withdraw the offensive word because it is not parliamentary.
I withdraw because they're not thinking over there.
Sometimes you have to break rules to get your point across.
What's that?